It's not that I don't appreciate their help, but they really had no idea what they were singing about, did they? Absolution. Sid seems strangely at peace for a change. It's interesting how all the other quests called him Sidurgu. That one's just a hard one for me to say, but this one just refers to him as Sid. Countess Yestred's missive arrived while you were away. It wasn't away. We're to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes as no surprise that she preferred to settle this in secret. Lavenza, I don't know what's waiting for us out there. But if aught should happen to me, pray keep Riel safe. Right then. I believe she wanted a word with you before we left. Riel wanted to speak with you before we set out for the Western Highlands. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, Lavenza. I want you to know that I'm truly grateful for the time we shared. You, Sid, and Prey taught me so much about the world. About what it means to fight for another, and what it means to fight for yourself. We're going to finish this together, the three of us. Not else to say, really. To Twin Pools, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting. Best not neglect your preparations. I doubt the Temple Knights will let us come back for supplies. I'm ready to see her. I don't imagine, her mother is gonna realize the error of her ways or anything like that. I imagine we're probably gonna end up having to kill her in the end. And then this will be it, I think, for Dark Knight. I don't know, because sometimes I think the job quest, sometimes they do have like a second one at, the max level for the time, but I could be wrong. I mean, they really wanted to like be out of the way. And I'm sure Yestred also probably wanted it out here to set up like an ambush or whatever, so she could cheat her way to a victory. I wonder how many men will she bring to kill the abomination? Yeah, I was just wondering that myself. Seems we're early. Well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment's respite with me, Lavenza. You came. A wise decision. God, looking at her daughter like that. Well, daughter's looking at her the same way. You have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him, and it sickens me. Riel is not her father. You had no right to punish her for what he did. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster into this world, and by the Fury I shall send it to the seventh hell. If you're so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there. It's just us now, no one else. Remember Frey's conjury. Protect us, and we'll protect you. Oh, okay, yeah, telling her to remember conjury. Right then. Okay, so she's fighting along with us. Go forth, brave knights of Ishgard. The Fury watch over and protect you. So much for a fair fight. Riel Avenza, stay close to me. Be without fear in the face of the heretics. Forward, I say. Forward! Just how many did she bring? Stand your ground. Let them come to us. Forward. Bring me her head. The Fury wills it. No, no more. Enough. Bring me her head. That's the first time. Have you no mercy, mother? First time she's referred to her as a her. I told you never to call me that. You were given a chance. You could have stayed in your cell. Monster, abomination. Death will be a mercy. Kill them all. All of you attack. You will not harm her. O Helone, see us to victory. Grant me the strength to strike down this foul creature. Pray forgive me my sins for laying down with your enemies. Roared! Damn you! Get out of my way! Why? Why? Why do you care so much what happens to it? See, why every other time she refers to Riel as an it, but then in that fight, it must have been like an oversight, when writing the dialogue. Maybe they had somebody else writing that dialogue or something. You're not the first person to ask me that. Once, you might have understood. For everything that you are, that you have done, you are still her mother. Go. We shall not meet again. Oh, but we will. We will, knight. I promise you that. I will follow you to the ends of the world if I must. So long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, you fool? The Fury wills it. The Fury wills it. Riel? How great your love for her. Far greater than any you ever bore me. For a long time I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you would take me in your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I will pray for you, Mother, that you might find peace in her halls. Did she just say kill her? O Helone, receive of us this woman, your humble servant. Raise her up to your bosom, and grant her glory everlasting. Ooh, slow-mo beheading. Of course, they can't actually show it. Like, not even the head separated from the body. So what now? We go back to Ishgard. Together. As you wish. It is kind of a cute little family there. Mom and dad and daughter. All right. And she was crazy to the last. Although, I mean, that, like, just, like, that head turn and kind of, I don't know, softening of expression just before she died. I mean, was that a, maybe kind of a realization before death of something? I don't know. And so falls House Collinant. It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, there it was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we hold most dear. So you are still committed to your path, then? And you, if you will have me. You'll need to talk to me more, and listen. I can't stand the silence, you know. There's no shame in sharing the weight, Sid. We can bear it together, for ourselves and for others. Right then. The two of us will manage on our own, Lavenza. There may be others who know of Riel's heritage, but if they come, we will be ready. Granted, we could simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. I cannot do that now, and neither can Riel, I think. We all need a cause, Lavenza. So what will yours be? For whom will you stand? For whom will you stand? My friends, for Eorzea, myself. For Eorzea. I am the warrior of light, and so you shall. To walk the path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Justice demands no less. But we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me, those Mughals were onto something, weren't they? From the depth of the abyss you hear a whisper, carve and spit, hells yes. That concludes, in order to undertake the next quest, you must first meet the following requirements. Yeah, Stormblood. Word. And that's the end of part 2. Yeah, I think it was good. Like I said earlier, I think the 30 to 50 was better. I mean, the only thing I can really think of is just because it was more of a like a character focused thing, like your own character focused narrative, where again this story was very reminiscent of, you know, other things going on in Ishgard. Just essentially that the Holy See is, you know, overzealous and, I mean, clearly, you know, misunderstanding, you know, the heretics and all of that, which we'll get into more as we continue on with the Heavensward story. It was still fun, though. I mean, particularly, you know, the Moogle part was entertaining. I look forward to the Stormblood one. I honestly, the only thing I remember from it is kind of like snapshots in my mind from like the battle at the end of it. And I think the general idea of, or like message it was trying to get across, or what, you know, just essentially it was like a, you know, another dealing with your own demons type of thing, but like where in the 30 to 50 it's about kind of your inner thoughts of like those dark thoughts you have and like not succumbing to them, you know, embracing them but not succumbing to them. Where from what I recall, the Stormblood one, it's more of dealing with the things you've done and kind of coming to peace with that. I look forward to it, but that one is not going to come around until the end of 4.0. So like this one, because the part 1 was a little odd in that technically, you know, it probably should have taken place at like level, well, no, technically it would still, because it finishes at 50, so I would have wanted to do it at 50. I guess it still worked. Oh, well, but I should have done it at, like, after 2.0 and not after, like, all of A Realm Reborn. But I wanted to wait until, like, it made sense in the story, where obviously, like, parts of it take place in Ishgard, and it's like, well, I don't have access to Ishgard yet, so anyway. But for Stormblood, so I'll go all through the rest of Heavensward, and then I'll go through 4.0 of Stormblood, and then we'll do the next part for for Dark Knight. Yeah. Thank you all for watching this video. Heaven's Word has been amazing. I don't think I need to tell you this. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's just such a good story. I mean, at this point, I have to say definitively, yeah, the pacing and just the, I don't know, just intensity, that like how the story grips you is just so much better than A Realm Reborn. I don't take back that I enjoyed A Realm Reborn, though. I still really do enjoy it. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. And if you've been enjoying my playthroughs of it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join me live, the link to my Twitter is down below. Thank you again, and have a good one.